We take a whole bunch of sources, articles, research, you name it, and we try to break it all down into the key takeaways just for you. Today, we're diving into something that, well, it kind of blew up the internet recently. It sparked a lot of confusion, maybe some anger, even some tears online. We were talking about a pretty shocking moment, honestly, in a show we all know, a really beloved animated series that somehow, after all this time, can still really grab you.
That's absolutely right. Yeah, our focus today is that viral news about Marge Simpson from The Simpsons, specifically her supposed death. So our mission here is to cut through all that online noise, figure out what actually happened in the show, and maybe more importantly, try to understand why this particular thing hit such a nerve with fans. We're going to be pulling insights straight from the source material we looked at, which really covers both the internet reaction and the details of the actual episode itself.
Okay, so let's get right into that frenzy. All of a sudden, headlines were just everywhere. Marge Simpson's death broke the internet, they said. Viewers were heartbroken. It really felt like this collective shockwave online. Lots of confusion, and you could see this immediate, emotional gut punch for fans, people who've basically grown up watching them. Seriously, you couldn't scroll for 5 minutes without seeing someone asking, wait, what happened to Marge?
Yeah, and what's really interesting is the timing of it all. This huge buzz, it really kicked off around the season 36 finale, but the episode itself, the one called A Stranger Things, that actually aired way back on May 18th, 2025. It was these recent articles talking about her death that really set off this new wave of chatter now. It really shows how a show that started, December 1989, how it can still drop a bombshell after 36 seasons, nearly 800 episodes, and still get people talking like this.
I gotta say, when I first saw those headlines, my reaction was just, whoa, wait, Marge, seriously, after all this time. It totally threw me. So, okay, for all of us trying to figure out what actually went down, what happened to that, the Stranger Things episode, our sources mentioned a key detail, right? This wasn't like present-day Springfield. It takes place in a flash-forward timeline.
Exactly. That's the crucial part. The episode shows us this specific, kind of sad future, actually. You've got Bart and Lisa Simpson. They're adults, but they're estranged, not talking. They've even stopped watching Itchy and Scratchy, their childhood favorite, which is, a pretty big sign things aren't right. Lisa's become this powerful NBA commissioner, but she's incredibly stressed out, visibly burdened. And Bart, he's kind of stuck, running an unlicensed retirement home. It's a bit bleak, honestly. Possible future for them.
Right, okay. And this is where it gets, like you said, really interesting and definitely a tearjerker, even if it's just a what if. The source we looked at called it the real tearjerker moment of the episode. It's when Bart and Lisa, estranged, watch a video message. A message from their mom, Marge, who in this future has passed away. Oof. You just know that scene landed hard.
Oh, absolutely. It really did. And Marge's message itself is... well, it's very Marge, very moving. She's basically pleading with them on the video saying, my dearest, my hope is that you're looking out for each other and sharing a lifelong journey together. And then the scene right after that, it shows the family left behind, Homer, Bart, Lisa, and a few friends gathered around Marge's grave. The inscription on the tombstone is... it's touching, but also has that classic Simpsons twist of humor, It reads, Marge Simpson, beloved wife, mother, and pork chop seasoner.
Wow, okay. Pork chop seasoner.
Yeah.
That's Simpsons.
Yeah.
But still, seeing the grave, hearing that message, you'd naturally think, okay, that's it, she's gone. But hang on, before everyone grabs the tissues, what's the deal? Our sources pointed out a really important twist, right? That changes things. So is Marge really gone?
Right. That's the big question everyone had. And the episode actually answers it pretty clearly. The story moves on, and we see Marge in the afterlife. She's actually happy. She bumps into her old high school crush, Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr, seriously.
Yeah, and she's expressing how glad she is that her kids are finally close again. So, just to be super clear for everyone who freaked out, Marge isn't really gone yet, not in the show's main timeline. The whole season 30 finale, that whole plot line, it's set in a hypothetical future. It's more of a what-if scenario, not a permanent goodbye. But it's important to say, even knowing that, the episode was still a tearjerker, no doubt about it. And it does kind of hint that, Marge's death could happen someday down the line in the show's future.
Okay, so a what-if, a hypothetical. But still, wow, that reaction was something else. It makes you wonder, if it wasn't real in the main story, why did it still hit people so hard? Our source mentioned a section of fans hitting up X, formerly Twitter, And they were pretty enraged and definitely confused, even by this hypothetical situation.
Oh yeah, the comments really show that raw emotion. You had people posting stuff like, what's this? I'm hearing they killed Marge Simpson off. Just total disbelief. Someone else wrote, dude, they freaking killed Marge Simpson. Like, just pure shock. And another one, maybe hitting on past grief, said, I'm still not over Maud dying now. So yeah, these weren't just like casual comments. People felt genuinely upset.
Which brings up a really good point. Why this story, even hypothetical, why did it seem to land so much harder than other deaths we've seen on The Simpsons over its incredibly long run? I mean, the show's had characters die before, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes pretty suddenly.
Absolutely. And the insight here seems to be about the emotional weight this specific character carries. Yes, the show, over 36 plus seasons, almost 800 episodes, it's had its fair share of deaths. The source mentioned Bleeding Gums Murphy, Maude Flanders, Edna Krabappel. Those were all impactful. But Marge, this is the first time that a member of the Simpson family bites the dust, even hypothetically. That direct hit on a core family member, the character who's really the heart, the glue, the stability of that family. That seems to be exactly why it hit so close to home for so many viewers. It kind of showed just how much these characters, especially Marge, are woven into people's lives after watching for so long.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hitting the core family is different. So after this huge reaction, even to a what-if death, what's next for the show itself, The Simpsons? Are we looking at the beginning of the end, maybe?
No, not at all, actually. Fans can breathe easy on that front. The Simpsons is not slowing down anytime soon. And despite all the online drama, no funeral is being planned for Marge just yet. Phew. In fact, The Simpsons has already been officially renewed through season 40. That means new episodes are reportedly planned all the way into 2029. So yeah, while that flash-forward episode definitely pulled at the heartstrings, our source makes it clear. Marge is all happy and healthy now, and like always, she is keeping the beloved family together.
Wow. What a ride this deep dive turned out to be. From total internet panic about Marge to figuring out it was, a look into a possible future. It's just amazing how one episode, even one with a hypothetical plot, can cause such a huge, powerful, emotional ripple across the world, especially for characters people have known for, decades. It really says something about the power of a show like The Simpsons, doesn't it?
It really does. And maybe a final thought to leave you with. Think about what it means when a fictional character, especially from a show that's been around as long as The Simpsons, has a death, even just a potential one, that affects real people so deeply. What does that tell us about how long pop culture can last? About that line, maybe, between the story and our reality as fans, and, about our connection to these animated families, even as they imagine their own futures. Something to think about.